Gold traded bearish last week, hitting the lows at 32.56 before closing the week at 32.74. You can see this line here beautifully. So far it is respected. So can we say that the lows are done, or we are looking forward to a breakdown here in the coming week where the prices should trade below 3200 levels? In fact, it can move lower. Can we expect this breakdown here? What should be our strategy in order to profit trading gold in the coming week? We're gonna see here with the help of charts and indicators. This is a weekly review. I do share my daily updates for gold, first with the Asia and Europe session, next with the US session, where not only we analyze the charts but also give you the levels so that you can understand the importance of technicals, understand the logic behind each and every level, and take a logical call and trade profitably. Thus, subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share, and comment, join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Towards the end of the update, I'll be sharing the levels, so watch till the end. First, on the weekly charts, you can see the Bollinger Bands had expanded here. Now see, this red line is important. You can see this is the fifth time it is taking the support from this red line here, and thus it is pretty important for gold to trade below this line. And then, in fact, even if it stays below this, that is a move below 3250 is what you should look forward to in the coming week. 3250, 3240 is going to remain the prime support. Any drop in gold prices below 3250, 3240, the target is first towards 3200 directly. Yes, if it stays below 3250, 40, which means if it opens bearish, trades lower, and once it breaches 3240, expect 3200 the first target, and then we should expect the 20 period moving average here, which is sitting right now at 3170-80 zone. So this is the next critical support. If these two levels are taken, if gold trades below 3170, we can say the bears are back. We can look forward to a drop here in gold prices. Now divide this into two from here. Rise, retracement, rise, retracement, the support here. Now what it has done, higher lows here, so I can try to make it something like this. Once it trades below 3170, that is the point of time we can say now the bears should be back. Now you can look forward to a drop where 3120 and 3100 has to be there. But again, the downside, what we had seen in the last week also, despite it delivering a bigger bearish candle, we can say that the down move was comparatively a bit sticky than what we had seen when it was trading bullish, and hence we have to wait for it to trade below the critical levels here. Now see the stochastic here looking down. Most importantly, this I have highlighted several times, the crossover here in the MACD on the weekly charts is coming off at an extremely higher levels. Now these levels are very important for gold here, because see this crossover here, we have seen weeks of bearishness here, also weeks of bearishness, and this time hitting the cliff here, it is trying to reverse, which is possibly the beginning of a long-term trend here, and hence you have to remain extremely cautious here. The price is getting sensitive. A breakdown here on the downside should invite long-term bears, where possibly we can see aggressive bearishness here. But this is gold, and what we had seen in the recent past, not in the recent past but last 16 to 18 months, what we had seen is a stronger bull run, and that makes me a bit cautious with the downside here. However, I am still sticking to the bears out here. The RSI looking downwards, which is again a bearish sign. Coming to the daily chart, see this was the first bounce, second bounce, third bounce here, and this time it has breached the 20 period. It has in fact breached the 50 period moving average. Now the moving averages have started to converge, which is a bearish sign here. Now notice the drop, the retracement, the drop, the retracement, and the drop here. Now see this is how it has been trading, lower highs, lower lows. And if you look at the pattern here, see this one pullback, then a sharper bearish candle, then retracement, then a sharper bearish candle. So this time again there is a possibility that it can show you a pullback. However, the reversal confirmation in gold is only and only if you see it trading beyond 3340, 3360 zone first, and then 3400. As long as gold prices respects these two levels, you have to be cautious with the buying trades. As long as 3400 is not taken, you should be careful. The stochastic looking down, which is a bearish sign. The MACD has crossed over, and this is what we had discussed in our daily update several times, the drop, the retracement, and it is looking downwards. it appears the greater the rise was, the greater could be the fall here. This is something you should watch out for. RSI looking downwards, which is again a bearish sign. Now coming to the 4-hour charts, drop, retracement, drop. Now see, this is possible that it could retrace, because see what we had seen, diminishing bearishness, and then the prices started to consolidate here. Also, there is a slight reversal sign, but I will say as long as it stays below 3300, we have to be careful with the buys. Once it trades below beyond 300, expect 3314, 3320, and then 3332. The next beyond 3332 is where slight bullishness could be seen, when you can where you can expect 3340, and beyond 3340 is where the uh, possibility of a reversal will increase, where it might breach 3360, which is going to be difficult, and if that is taken, then 3400 should appear. But I think it is going to get difficult for gold to now breach 3400. Now drop, retracement, drop, it could retrace here. This is one possibility which is there. However, it is still trading bearish. Remember, on the 4-hour charts, this crossover, this sharp divergence is appearing after a long time. Stock icing, interestingly, after hitting the bottom, trying to recover, and whenever it does show this recovery, tries to stay with the retracement, with the rise here. The MACD on the 4-hour charts is still looking downwards. See, when it was bullish, we have seen, in fact, MACD moving towards plus 25. And right now, when it is bearish, it has still got a lot much of distance to cover. See this drop here? It can still cover this distance here on the downside. The RSI is sitting at the bottom. Coming to the monthly. Now, look at the monthly charts here. See, in last, you can say 16 to 18 months, we have hardly seen a red candle here. Those, in fact, the bearish candles were there, those are very, very smaller in size here. And we have seen straight bullishness prevailing in gold prices. Now, this time, what has happened for last 3 months? After hitting the highs at 3500, we have seen a swing, then again a swing last month, and then this month starting on a bullish note. Now it is turning red. It is possible, because we have still only one trading session left, it is possible for gold to close somewhere here. Now closing in red or somewhere here at around 32 70 80 zone also, when the next month begins, it might start the month on a bearish note. And then what it will try to do, because see, this will become the reversal sign, then the prices might head lower, and then this could be a sharply bearish month. Possibility exists strong. Notice the divergence of the price from the 20 period. Where is the 20-month average sitting at? 20 months average is at 2600. Where are the prices? The prices are at 3280 levels. Hence, too much of divergence always cause for it to converge. Notice, see what has happened here. We have seen a good bull run here, almost 3 to 5 years. Then there is the long, prolonged period of bearishness. And then it has started to move upwards. This is an aggressive bullish move here, where the chances of a retracement increases. Now, I have shown this Fibonacci here. This is the highs and the lows what we had seen from where this bull run started, because see, this was the major retracement, and this was at 1600. Since then we have just seen gold stay bullish. So when you look at the Fibonacci on the monthly charts, the first retracement level is at 3055 56, which should be there very soon, if not in the coming week, if not in the coming month, possibly in next few weeks. This level has to be there. But the bulls in the gold, the buyers in the gold, are still not very much supportive for a dip here, though I am not the one. I am the one which is still staying with the sells here, and I'm staying with the sells since longer time. So let's wait for gold to take a U-turn, and the coming week and coming month is going to remain a critical one. Look at the stochastic. After staying in the overbought zone, now finally starting to look downwards, which calls for it to keep moving downwards for next few months. When you look at the MACD, we have highlighted this several times. The MACD is at extremes. The historic levels here we have not seen on MACD plus 300. Too much of divergence here between the red and blue line, you can see. This definitely calls for it to converge. Whenever it diverges, it has to converge soon. Straight bullishness calls for a straight reversal, and hence the current candle is definitely going to get in red, close in red, which means the coming Monday might stay sideways or close in red. That is pretty clear, which means it should trade or stay below 3300 or close Monday below 3300. That is the one which I am looking at. And if it is closes below 3300, possibility of a drop towards the beginning of the month itself will increase. A closing above 3300 on Monday will be not a supportive sign for bearishness. This is something you should definitely keep a note of. Look at the RSI. Whenever RSI hits such V-shaped top, it reverses, and hence you have to be watchful here. So now we have seen the charts and indicators. Time for me to give you the levels here. And before I provide you the levels, if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch. The 33rd batch starts 30th of June, coming Monday. Do not miss this opportunity. Join the mentorship batch today. Only a couple of seats are left. Register yourself now. Reach out to me for details. My Telegram and email IDs are there in the channel and video description. And if you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram. Reach out to me for your queries. My Telegram and email IDs are there in the channel and video description. And if you're looking forward to a trusted partner which offers you a swap-free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe, you can find the trusted partner link also in the channel and video description. First is where you should buy. I will only recommend you to buy if you see it is staying beyond 3283.5 levels. Expect it to move towards 3290, 3300. Now once it trades beyond 3300, still I will say you have to exercise extra caution. The resistances are not too far here, very nearby. See how closely placed the resistances are. Now once it starts to move upwards here, the bulls will take over. And then once it stays beyond 3330, stay bullish here, we can expect a good move. But I will say we have proven this and we have seen this in the recent past till 3360 and 3340. This is the zone. As long as gold stays below this zone, do not treat this as bullish. Once it breaches 3360, then possibility of a move towards 3380 will increase, and then 3400. A break beyond 3400, sky is the limit on the upside. Beyond 3400, it's not going to come back again. We can expect it to move towards 3500. We can expect it to move towards 3600 as well. I am not in favor of this, but yes, these are markets. This is gold. It can do wonders here. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 3266 levels. Expect it to move towards 3250. If this is taken, then 3238 and then 3220. If this is also taken, 3200 is a must, and actually staying below 3250, 3238, I am looking at 3200 directly, and below 3200 it's 3173. If 3173 is taken, stay bearish for 3148 and 3133, below which ideally in the month of July 3055 has to be there at least. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch. Join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates. And join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Have a profitable week ahead and a happy weekend. Thank you.